Hey guys, did you hear about our principal? She said that she's gonna introduce uniforms next semester for us. I think she said it was due to reducing distractions for us, and I actually kind of agree with that stance. Regarding the thing she said about reducing distractions for us, it kind of eliminates the pressure for me personally to think about what I need to wear every day and about my appearance and when if I need to wear trendy or expensive clothes to keep up with the other students. And I think great it's a great deal for the principal to give us uniforms since we will wear the same thing every day and it reduces our social differences and it gives a sense of unity for us. And I think it can actually stop the bullying that's been happening in our school. Another thing is that it can also improve discipline for a lot of us since we are we we do need to be professional in the future when we enter the working industry and such. So yeah.
Well, Ain, nice to hear your thoughts, but I must disagree with that because I believe that if having uniforms, it will create financial strain. This is due to some people might not be able to buy the uniforms. Requiring uniforms can impose an additional financial burden on families, especially if they must purchase specific items from approved vendors. Not only that, it will make us feel less can express ourselves a bit less. Basically, diversity in dress does reflect us in real life. This is this is very common, and it will make us more. Some people will have problems with this because it will create less more pressure for some people because they cannot express themselves in a certain way and will make them feel more stressed out. Another thing is that it will make people feel uncomfortable in certain space because uniforms to some people it will feel good, but to some people it will make people feel less comfortable. This is due to because being so strict and maybe like if you have a certain uniform, it must has a specific size and it will probably make everyone else feel less comfortable because you have to wear like either slim fit or just standard, which sometimes does not fit everyone's body.
Atif, I see your point. I agree with you to some extent, but for me personally, I think the principal made a right move because wearing uniforms can, according to Ain, I agree with Ain since he said it can help us with discipline. Since we tend to wear so much colorful and adornments and clothes, we tend to easily be distracted in class with our personal appearance. And another thing, it's easier for us to focus in class because we don't have to think about trivial matters and we don't get to get distracted by our classmates and some of our classmates, as you know, wear very flashy clothes and they tend to be very distractful and sometimes the clothes, the uniforms are not that expensive as we only need to buy one. um that I can only think of that one. Personally, that is for me.
Well, I could decide. But I don't really like the ideas. Actually, in fact, I more agree with Atif because this it reduces distraction, but I don't think clothes are the problem. Because after all, it's only a clothes. And if you want to say about being bullied, I think it could also affect those who cannot afford to buy the uniform. Because let's say, okay, for example, they cannot buy the uniform and they need to use the bus now in their system. They're gonna get bullied because it's worn out already. But if we were to wear our own clothes, it will then offer us more comfort and while being in uniform, it's not really practical because, as for example, as we need to wear skirts with it, it's not really comfortable to walk around all days wearing it. And then next, I would say it's limit our self-expression because our own clothes really express who we are. And obviously, it's going to be way more comfortable because we chose it on our own rather than uniform that they designed it to for us. That is my sense.
To add to what Saad said, actually, wearing uniforms can also give us a sense of safety and security because it's easier for the outsiders to identify us as students when we're in our uniform. So, for example, if there's a potential kidnapper or such, people can see that we're actually students and know that we're in danger. So, mm,
No, and I can add another thing to Ain's point, since Atif, you mentioned that students have financial issues on buying the uniforms, right? So, and if we are all wearing uniforms, then no one can feel lesser than others since they don't have money to buy flashier clothes, more prettier and more smart clothes. Everyone is sort of, if everyone feels like they are in the same level of, well, at least at university, no one is above
yes.
others in terms of financially and physically appearance.
Yes, I agree with what Saad said. We won't have any social differences or we won't feel that different from our friends in school.
You guys give good points, but to go back to Saad's point on discipline, I do not believe that clothing relates to discipline because discipline is a social issue that is affected from the students of the class. So I do not believe that clothes add up to disciplinary issues. Also, in terms of your point, Ain, I do not believe kidnappers will attack any students who wear like revealing clothes or like clothes that will make you more vulnerable or like more flashy, as Saad says. I believe that is also another part of social issue because like if you a kidnapper will not attack someone who is doing wrong unless they go to the place of problem. So I think it's more of a social issue than a clothing issue in that sense.
I partially agree with what you said, Atif, where you said that discipline has nothing to do with clothes, but when we have discipline in wearing the same thing, this uniforms every day, it can actually give them a sense of professionality when they grow up and enter the the working industry, like I said. Um, so they learn from school that they have to follow the rules and they would improve their discipline from that.
But can I would like to add some more to Atif's points, which is the one that is also related to Ain's point about kidnappers. Whether we are wearing uniform or we are wearing some flashy clothes, if we are their targets, I think they're gonna kidnap us anyway. So that is up to us to learn about us, and it's not related to only uniform.
No, I guess we all have our own viewpoints regarding this matter. Well, it's getting a little late. I think we all have to go home and do our own things.
Yes.
See you guys later.
Well, it's
Yeah.
been nice talking to you guys also, and I hope you guys have a very good day and a jolly good time.
You
Very
answer.
interesting to know about you guys' stuff.
Yeah. It was nice knowing each of your opinions. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Lily.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Aku rasa terlebih lah.
Okay.